Good morning, students. Today we have to study about hierarchy of classification. So, what does this hierarchy means? So, hierarchy is an arrangement from simplest towards the complex, or arrangement from the simple towards the complex, or arrangement in the form of top, then bottom, like this. Okay. So let's see about the hierarchy of classification in the living world. Okay. So what is the hierarchy of classification in the living world? That is, the smallest level of classification is species. Then the second level of classification is genus. So species will form genus. Genus will form family. Family will form order. Order will form class, and class will form phylum, and phylums will form kingdom. So the different levels of classification is formed of the level just below. Okay, so similar species will form genus, similar genus will form family, similar families will form one order, similar orders will form one class, and similar classes will form one phylum, and similar phylums will form one kingdom. Okay, so how to remember about the hierarchy of classification? So there is a mnemonic by which you can remember. So K for kingdom, K for keep. So keep pot clean. Okay, keep pot clean, or family gets sick. Family gets sick. So by remembering this mnemonic, you will be able to remember the levels of classification or the hierarchy of classification. So K for kingdom, K for keep, P for phylum, P for pot, C for class, C for clean, O for order, O for or, F for family same, G for genus, G for gets, S for species, S for sick. So this is the hierarchy of classification. So in the exam, sometimes it is asked to write the hierarchy of classification from simplest towards the complex one. So when it is from simplest towards the complex one, then you will write first of all species, then genus, then family, okay, then order, then class, then phylum, and then kingdom. If it is asked from complex towards the simplest one, then in this pattern. Okay, so how you will define species? The definition of species we have already discussed in the previous class. So what is genus? Similar species will form one genus, similar genus will form one family. So a group of genera with certain common characteristics will form family. A group of family with certain common characteristics will form order. A group of order with certain similar characteristics will form class. A group of class with certain similar characteristics will form phylum, and a group of phylum with certain common characteristics will form kingdom. Okay, so for example, if we will see the classification of Homo sapiens, so what is our kingdom? Our kingdom is Animalia. Which phylum we belong to? We belong to phylum Chordata. Our class is Mammalia. Order is Hominidae. Order is Primata. Okay, family is Hominidae, genus is Homo, and species is Sapiens. So this is a classification. Clear? Now we have to see the first classification, or who is known as father of taxonomy. So father of taxonomy is Carolus Linnaeus. And why he is known as father of taxonomy? Because he was the first scientist, first taxonomist who gave the two kingdom classification. So in two kingdom classification, the whole living world was divided into two kingdoms, that is kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. but there was certain drawbacks in this two kingdom classification. So let's see what were the drawbacks. First of all, the position of fungi. Fungi, you know that they are heterotrophs, and heterotrophic mode of nutrition is the feature of Animalia. So in two kingdom classification, the fungi were kept in kingdom Plantae, so which was one of the drawback for two kingdom classification. Then another drawback of two kingdom classification was related to the position of bacteria, because bacteria share the features of both plant and animal. So what are the features of bacteria which is plant-like? Like bacteria were the first chemoautotrophs, so they have autotrophic mode of nutrition. So that is why in that manner bacteria can be kept in the kingdom Plantae. But certain bacteria is having the flagella, and with the help of the flagella, the bacteria can move from one place to another place. So locomotion is the feature of kingdom Animalia. So on that basis, it cannot be kept in kingdom Plantae, it should be kept in kingdom Animalia. So this is why the bacteria cannot be exclusively kept in kingdom Plantae or exclusively kept in kingdom Animalia. So this was the position of bacteria was the another drawback of two kingdom classification. In the same manner, the position of Euglena. Okay, so Euglena is also sharing certain features similar to the Plantae as well as Animalia. Like in Euglena, they have cup-shaped chloroplast, and the presence of chloroplast is the feature similar to the Plantae. But the Euglena at night shows the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is a feature similar to Animalia, as well as the Euglena has the flagellum which helps in the movement and locomotion. So this is another feature similar to Animalia. So Euglena also shares certain features similar to Plantae and certain features similar to Animalia. So that is why Euglena cannot be exclusively kept in kingdom Plantae or in kingdom Animalia. So these were the certain drawbacks of two kingdom classification. Now you have to. Then in 1967, the most accepted theory of classification came into existence, and that system of classification is the five kingdom classification system, and it was given by Robert Whittaker. So this is the picture of Sir Robert Whittaker, who proposed the theory of five kingdom classification, and till date this five kingdom classification is worldwide accepted without any drawbacks. So what are the five kingdoms of Whittaker classification? So the five kingdoms are Protista, then Monera, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Okay, so we will discuss about all these five kingdoms from the next class. Now your homework. Your homework is to write down the hierarchical order of classification. Okay, then define genus, family, order, class, phylum, and kingdom. Then who proposed the theory of two kingdom classification, and what are the two kingdoms of two kingdom classification? Then why fungi cannot be kept exclusively in kingdom Plantae. Okay, then mention one feature of bacteria which is similar to plant and one feature of bacteria similar to animal. Then in the same manner, write down one feature of Euglena similar to plant and one feature of Euglena similar to kingdom Animalia. Then who proposed the theory of five kingdom classification? And last, mention all the five kingdoms of five kingdom classification system. This is all for today. Thank you everyone.